Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your July 2017 monthly tarot scopes. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Thank you for joining me. Please remember these are general readings, so that means they're not going to apply to everybody watching. You can watch your Moon and Rising sign readings as well for additional messages, and if you're interested in a private reading, all the links you need are in the description box below. If you enjoyed my work, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. But let's have a look at what is going on for Taurus in the month of July. So at the bottom of the deck as the overall energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, you should see improvements happening in the month of July with love life, with money, with job, with your health even, okay? The Knight of Pentacles talks about, you know, slow and steady wins the race, and it feels like something you've been working on for a while is now slowly but surely coming to fruition, okay? That's what this feels like. The Knight of Pentacles also sees some of you invest either in a business, in a property, anything like that, or even in a relationship where you bring your feelings forward and you know, put everything on the table. But it definitely sees money coming in and improvements moving forward with health, personal projects as well with this Knight of Pentacles. It could also talk about some travel time attached for some of you in the month of July. So in your current situation, which is whenever you watch the video, you have the Hangman. So this is a major arcana card, and it talks about either dealing with delays at this time or a time when you just have to be patient because you can't control what happens. This could also be researching, looking for answers, or there's definitely a strong sense of waiting. Either waiting to see what happens with something, waiting on news, waiting on money, waiting on hearing back from interviews, or waiting on hearing back from another person with this Hangman. Things may feel a little bit up in the air at this time, but the Hangman says, stay in your wisdom, do what you can, but don't try to force anything to happen. It will come together when it is meant to, okay? What's going to help or hinder you? We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a great card. For some of you with the other cards that I have here, you may definitely be dealing with legal situations, and the Ace of Swords in that situation, in that case, would be a victory. So what's going to help you is this is where you're headed, okay? Things are going to be okay. Things are going to work out. You just have to be mindful of what's going on. Play it by the book with that Knight of Pentacles there, and you will get to the victory point that you want, okay? The challenge with the Ace of Swords, getting to the bottom of things, getting to the truth of the matter, maybe a bit of a challenge if you're dealing with other people. Cutting ties with the past or cutting ties with certain people may also be a challenge. And you may have a decision to make about cutting something or someone out of your life, or a decision regarding whether or not you're going to be victorious with something. You have to wait for that information before you decide what your next step is, if that makes sense. In the Foundation, you have the Two of Swords. So the reason for everything with the Two Swords, you're definitely at a standstill. You're definitely at a point where you need to decide on something before you can see anything move forward. Unless you choose a path, you're going to be stuck. And with the Hangman, for some of you, I do feel like you're trying to think about things and you're trying to think about the bigger picture. But actually, the Hangman with the Two Swords together say, first of all, trust your instincts. You have the wisdom. You know what you need to do. You know what the right way is. And don't be afraid to make a choice. With the Two Swords, at this point, there is no wrong choice. Whatever you choose, you can get going with it, and if you decide you don't like it, you can always go back and try again, take the other path, okay? So the Two Swords is definitely a card that says, okay, if everyone's talking to you all at the same time and it confuses you, now is the time to just pull away, go within, focus on what you know, focus on what your intuition tells you, focus on how you feel about things, okay, and make your own decisions. And the past, we have the Justice card. So with the Justice card here, for some of you, this is definitely you either having to make a decision about an air sign or waiting to hear from an air sign. So that would be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs. And maybe you had a Libra in your past. Maybe you're waiting to hear from this person. Maybe this person keeps bugging you and you don't know how to keep them at a distance. Or this is a legal situation. Maybe you went in for an interview and now you're waiting for the paperwork, or you're waiting to hear what they have to say, what's going on. This may be a lawsuit situation, or whatever, dealing with the courts or dealing with the legal department within a company, even dealing with the HR department within a company. To right a wrong, I feel with this kind of energy, is something that you have been dealing with. And with the Hangman, you may be waiting to hear on the outcome of that situation. In your crowning thoughts, we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is feeling sadness, sorrow, and disappointment over a loss, or something that feels like a loss. And things are changing, okay, with the number 5, or they have to change, and you have to wait for, either you're waiting for the final piece of information that you need, if this involves other people, or this is about the fact that you need to make the change and try not to focus on what is changing or lost or taken away, because that's how you get to the Two of Swords situation, where you're afraid to move on, you're afraid to make a choice, you're afraid to change paths, okay? And with the Five of Cups, this is definitely saying change needs to happen. So either allow change to happen or make change happen, okay? Because you have the Two of Cups right behind you here. That means regardless of what is changing and what feels like it's lost, you have new opportunities that are solid and good for you, and that are rewards, okay, that are what you deserve from this Justice situation. So the Hangman here with the Five of Cups, it's definitely saying now's the time to just go with the flow, okay? And yes, it's something that is easier said than done. However, whatever is lost, it's lost, okay? You can't change that. The past is the past. We cannot change it. We can be present in our present moment and think about the future and act towards the future. So try not to dwell on what is changing, what is lost, what you don't know, okay? Try to go with the energy, see where it takes you. One foot in front of the other. Do what feels right for you. You're going to be okay. Around mid-month, we have the King of Swords energy. So the King of Swords here, if you were waiting to hear from someone or meet someone who has air in their chart, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs, then you may see this person around mid-month or hear from this person around mid-month. This is also official information, official news coming to you in a legal situation, okay, that you've been involved in. This is the settlement, this is the decision, this is the here's what's going on type of energy with this King of Swords. For those of you, this is definitely about hearing back about communication that started a while ago, about a legal commitment, about a contract, whether it's with job, with living situation, divorce situations, or custody arrangements, or anything like that. This is hearing back from what was said, hearing back from what was done, okay, coming into the beginning of the month. This is kind of getting the feedback around mid-month. And the King of Swords is definitely a good card. It's a very positive omen, because this says the justice is coming to you. You're getting what you deserve, okay, out of this situation. You're getting what is fair out of this situation. Or this is this person coming in or coming back. In the position representing you, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is definitely waiting. You've been doing a lot of waiting. You've been doing a lot of, contemplating. Where should I go next? What should I invest in next? What should I do? What is the best option for me? What's the best move for me to make? Okay, you've been in this kind of waiting energy. But I do feel like around the 2nd and 3rd week of the month, this is definitely about getting your rewards. This is about getting to that harvest time where all your efforts pay off. In your environment, we have the Ten of Wands. So you are kind of making your way towards an ending. It's not an easy situation, but what is ending is definitely, it has been a burden, very difficult burden and heavy burden to deal with, to carry, okay? And the 10 is here to remind you that you're not supposed to dwell on what is ending. You're not supposed to stay there. That's why you have a 1 in the challenge position. We're supposed to, you know, kind of process what happened, process what is finishing, process what is now complete, over and done with, to take our lessons from it, but then move on to the fresh start, move on to the new beginning, to apply those lessons. When we dwell in the energy of a 10 for too long, things become very stale and the burden continues to grow. Even though nothing else changes, things just get more difficult and more complicated, okay? So you're definitely headed towards an ending that has been a long time coming. So try to focus on the lessons from that situation and then moving on and having that fresh start, okay? In hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands here, this is definitely, for some of you, this is being afraid to take charge, being afraid to take matters into your own hands, being afraid to have that confidence to do what you want to do. For some of you, this is about independence, hoping to be independent, hoping to be free from past ties, whether that involves an air sign or a fire sign. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You hope to have freedom, you hope to have independence, you hope to get that job, you hope to be able to start your business, you hope to be able to clear your name in a situation and be free from that with this kind of energy. This is also if you're coming out of a divorce or anything like that, or a bad breakup or anything like that, then this is again just hoping that you have that freedom, you can get your confidence back, you can work on yourself, get your strength back, feel happy again, feeling attractive again, feeling confident again, okay? And that's what's going on in your mind with this Queen of Wands. The fear is staying in that in-between place for too long where you give away your power, okay? So try not to do that in as much as you can. And in the outcome, we have the High Priestess, and she was in the same position for Aries. So the High Priestess here is saying that for some of you, you're definitely coming out of a situation and you're turning within to recharge your batteries, to process everything that's happened. So you may be taking a step back from things, and with the Hangman here in your reading, this is definitely what needs to happen. Going within and processing everything with the Two Swords as well will give you new ideas for how to move forward and which way you need to go. The High Priestess here is about starting a new path as well, or you just jump into it. It involves learning new things, developing new skills, talking to new people. You're a little shy, you're finding your footing, but it's definitely one of those situations where you have to learn as you go. You don't have to know everything when you do get started. It's just about getting started, okay? This could also be about delving into your spirituality more, to recover, to help you recover from what you've been dealing with and what you're coming out of, and also to help you make good progress with the new path that you're choosing with this High Priestess. Maybe going back to school for some of you, going back to previous interests or previous hobbies also comes up here. But I do see new doors opening up to you. It is a new opportunity. There's a lot that you don't know about it, but trust your instincts, because they're going to tell you if something feels right and you should pursue it, or if something's dangerous and risky and you should just go the other way, okay? Let's look at your oracle cards. For career and finances, home and studies, we have Sonia. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Now, this could be a direct message for someone if you've recently experienced a loss. This is, you know, that person saying hello to you. Otherwise, this is definitely talking about something that is ending in your life, and it's okay. That's what the message is. Whatever is coming full circle in your life and then leaving your life, it's meant to happen that way. It's okay that it's happening that way. It's a good thing that it's happening that way. And we're not meant to dwell there. We're not meant to stay in the grieving phase for too long. We're meant to process things, come to terms with things, and then use our lessons, take our lessons with us to start a new path, to start a new life. Okay, so the message is, don't stay in that in-between stage for too long. Something is ending, and it's a great thing that it's happening that way. It may not feel like it now, but it will make sense to you as you move forward. But it's definitely time to move forward, okay, with this energy. From things that are over, from things that are just done and dusted, from things that are not helping you, but actually they're holding you back when you have new opportunities presented to you, okay? For love life, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So for some of you, you are coming out of a relationship, you are coming out of a serious relationship, serious commitment, marriage, okay, during this time. And this is saying, you know, nice and easy, take it easy, one step at a time. You're rebuilding, you're healing, you're recovering, and you will get to the point where you do love again and you are happy once again, okay? And this is saying, take your time, don't rush through anything, okay? Slow things down, take your time with the Hangman, the Two Swords, the High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles. Take your time with recovering from anything difficult in your love life and anything that is ending in your love life. For those of you, this is about coming out of waiting. Maybe you've been waiting for the right person, but you're not actually going out there and doing something about meeting people. You're just waiting because that's what's comfortable to you, or because, you know, it's what feels okay for you. But this is a card that says, okay, well, you need to take a step in the right direction to get things going, to help things happen, okay? So staying optimistic, socializing, going out, just putting yourself in circumstances where you can meet new people is really what you can do to get things started, to help things happen with your love life, okay? For health and well-being, we have hydration. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. So, you know, this is definitely a direct message. Make sure you drink enough water. But this is also a message about water helping you cleanse and release, okay, whatever needs to go. Water will help you do that. So drinking water, getting a fountain in your house, one of those little ones. I've got a diffuser going on there, something like that as well, to help change the energy, change the air, purify the air, cleanse the air. Taking baths, longer baths or longer showers. It can seem silly, but it does generally have a positive effect on mind, body, and soul when it comes to health, okay, for the mind, for the body, and for the soul. So try to incorporate that. Maybe going someplace around water, spending more time around water will help you ground yourself, meditate, contemplate, and also get that flow of energy going once again, so it's not too difficult to embrace change, to release what's dead and dying, and then moving into new horizons. This is going to help you with that. And then your guidance, your overall guidance, we have Apricot. Number 20, rejoice and laugh. So this is a card that talks about new life, okay? This is all about your emotions, healing, finding your balance. This is about incorporating more fun things and things that make you laugh and things that make you smile and things that make you happy in your life, especially if you're going through difficult or heavy situations, okay? Because this will help balance you and help balance things out in with what you're dealing with, so that it doesn't tear you down or it doesn't destroy you as you're going through that, okay? You can still find your footing. So just rejoicing, laughing at everything, finding joy in the smallest things, finding things to smile at, finding things to laugh about, okay, even if they're silly, if they're small, if no one else finds them funny, that doesn't matter, is really going to make a big difference for you in the month of July, okay? And eating apricots, I don't know if they're good for hydration or not, and that's why they're bringing them together, they're showing me both of them. And definitely wearing this color is going to help bring more energy in, help you feel more active and get your vitality back, okay? So whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're coming out of, justice will be served. Try not to control how that happens. It will happen in the way that it is fair. Try not to dwell on what is changing. Try not to dwell on what is ending. It's happening this way for a reason, and you're meant to move forward. And even though it may not feel like it, this is a true blessing for you. And try to keep yourself moving, keep the flow of energy going so that you don't get stuck. Because then things get a little bit more confusing and complicated, and they don't need to be. Okay? So things are happening the way they are meant to. You are receiving blessings, and try to be in the energy of change and embracing things with the Hangman, just letting things come to pass the way they are meant to, having faith that things are happening the way they are meant to and for your highest good. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope it makes sense, and I hope that it helps you. Let me know how these cards make sense to you if they apply to you, how the messages make sense to you if they apply to you. Be sure to watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages. But I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.